presentation. Courtney, you can take it away.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Courtney Chase. I am a Black woman with, dark brown hair, brown eyes. I am a social worker, and I am the Deputy Director of the Victim Services Unit at the Richmond County District Attorney's Office. So like Yvette said, we are part of the Victim Survivor Pod. It is myself, Daniela, Mona, and Yvette. Next slide, please. So, pod engagement. Our members consist of those with professional experience in working with domestic violence victim survivors on Staten Island. Some members identify as survivors of domestic violence. Next slide. And the overall mission or goal is to explore the resources that are available to victims and survivors of varying communities and identities on Staten Island, in hopes of bringing attention to what resources the island may need, while ensuring that resources are trauma-informed and are practicing cultural humility. And just a short definition of what cultural humility is, it's basically just being teachable, knowing that we're not the experts, knowing that those that we may encounter, our clients, our friends within the community, they're the experts on their own lives, and having the opportunity to learn from them. So learning the impact of various systems, learning from trusted colleagues, learning from ourselves, learning from victims and survivors. Next slide, please. So these are some of the areas that we started to explore. So domestic violence, intimate partner violence, rape or sexual assault, and hate crimes. Next slide. And knowing that there are varied populations on Staten Island, or within the world actually, when we are thinking about the different types of crimes that are committed against vulnerable populations, and also recognizing the intersectionality that one person may identify with multiple vulnerable groups or marginalized populations. And when doing the research, readily available were the numbers of intimate partner and family homicides. However, we do recognize that more research does need to be done for additional marginalized groups, and that's something that we will continue to work on. And even looking at these numbers, like I said, I do this work knowing that these numbers are not maybe 100% representative, because if we think about COVID, we know that many survivors were not able to actually seek out help due to being in the home with the person causing them harm. Next slide. So equity and belonging. When we think about survivor-informed practices, we want to create equity and belonging by implementing survivor-informed needs. So what Dr. Archibald was speaking about earlier is really taking the lead from those survivors. Like, we may do the work, but we are not necessarily those that are experiencing the harm. So we want to take their lead to continue to learn from them, to find out what their needs are, what resources they think are lacking on the island. We want to avoid that savior complex. Like, it's okay to help, but we have to listen to what the help is, right? So again, just implementing services that are meaningful by receiving input from a diverse community of survivors from start to finish, incorporating voices of survivors and the service development matters. Next slide, please. So who benefits? Victims, survivors, vulnerable populations, youth, families, community organizations, professionals, and law enforcement. Next slide. So how can we help, or how can everyone help? It's really about providing a safe or brave space for victims and survivors to seek options to determine a course of action, provide prevention and recognition and trainings, connect with financial resources to help cover unexpected expenses, connect with resources for relocation, emergency housing, and physical safety, providing information regarding their safety and ability to report crimes, and creating a resource database. Provide a running list of local resources to cover every area of need. And what really, part of the reason this pod came together is that we recognize the various victimizations that take place on this island. So yes, we have domestic violence, we have hate crimes, we have crimes against the LGBTQ plus community, and we really just wanted to fill that void of those service gaps, because there's many resources within like Manhattan, like the other boroughs, but on Staten Island, unfortunately, we might not always have those resources. So it's then our clients having, or survivors having, to travel to other boroughs. Next slide. So when we talk about beautiful solutions, some of the thoughts that we came up with, or ideas that we came up with, are having online resources. So we would like to have a web page, and when we have that web page, something that's really important to us is being able to build in a escape button, so that the history is erased and they can just leave the site with quickly without a trace. So if they are being harmed, the harming party is not aware of what they are searching for, as well as having a social media presence. Next slide. So again, what we really want to do is just be collaborative, right? Have a really great network of resource sharing. Some things that have come out of us just meeting together in PCCLF is being requested to lead a presentation about how to assist those that might have been victimized. Yvette has met with someone who does similar work and would like to collaborate with us. And that's what we want to see. Like Dr. Archibald and we've all been saying, we can't do the work alone. We shouldn't be operating in silos. So when we have more of these opportunities to speak about the needs on Staten Island, that's how we can connect, and that's how we can continue, might sound cliche, but to implement the changes that we want to see, right, is by working together, by learning from one another. So I want to thank you